Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, hey,
Well, hello, everybody. It's Gio and Veronica. And today we're here to talk about a special topic that I had no idea that I needed to know more about, and that's Medicare. Okay. Now, how did I meet this lovely young lady that's going to tell us all about this information? I went to the doctor's appointment with my sister Beverly, and we were waiting on the elevator, and Veronica just happened to come up. And it was just something about her that I liked. I think I said, "Hey, how you doing?" Or maybe she said it because we both are people, okay? And we like to talk. So we just started talking. And she asked me about insurance and stuff like that. And I said, well, I'm not quite happy with what I got. And I'm not so sure if I can change. And she said, well, come down and talk to me. I'm on the first floor. And, I said, okay, I will. So, for me, God comes in whenever you need him. Sometimes you don't even know that he's setting something up good for you. Because, baby, let me tell y'all, when I talk to Veronica, I got exactly what I needed. And I feel more safer and comfortable with where I go now. And everything that I need is in one place. Thank you, God. I don't have to go all over town to get what I need. So I just want to say, Veronica, you are a godsend to my life. Thank you. Thank you so much. So after we got the talking and stuff, we just started talking about just other things that insurance offers, Medicare and all of this. And I said, well, why don't you come on my channel and tell everybody else? Because there were things I had no idea. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to my friend sent by God, Veronica Guzman. Take it away, Veronica.
Thank you, Miss Jill. You are just so wonderful. And thank you for the introduction. I appreciate it. And yes, everybody, we met, and Miss Jill, like she was saying, she's also a people person, let me tell you, and very genuine. Okay. So a little bit about me. let me tell you, I actually migrated to the United States back in 85. Okay, so I'm originally from El Salvador. Um, and now I know things have, with the new president, everybody talks about how nice it is back home. So uh, I'm actually want to plan a trip soon. And I have three beautiful children. Okay, I have one in college, one about to graduate high school, and I have a 6-year old. And so very proud of my children. And no more to say. I am an insurance license agent, and I've acquired knowledge. I have several carriers that I work with, and also for multiple companies. I work for multiple companies, and I actually uh, like or do more of Medicare. And of course, I do other services, but that's mainly a little bit about me. Some of the questions that always come up is when it comes to Medicare is, what is an advantage plan? What are supplemental plans? How do you avoid paying penalties? When it's time, when you are turning 65, what you need to do. So it's mainly is passing the word and telling others, that normally Social Security will send a letter. When you're about to turn 65, they send you a letter. But, here in America, people move around. And a lot of the times people don't get those letters, and unfortunately they miss going to the Social Security when it's time. People have 7 months in total, 3 months before the month they turn 65 and 3 months after. So in total it's 7 months for you to go to the Social Security and register for your benefits. Because if not, there's potentially can be penalties, for not registering in time. And of course, once you get your Medicare card, is also registering in the plan, because the only requirement if you remain in original Medicare is to register on the supplemental for your Part D, which is your medications. So no, those are that's the most important thing. Is just tell your loved ones, tell your friends, just go to the Social Security and ask those questions in time. So it's good to start early and start learning. There's some websites that you can go, ssa.gov, which it gives you information, uh, and you can start learning. You can go there, set up accounts, and register. You can go to your local security office and ask those questions. So a lot of people, there's also on the plans, the every year there's changes, so you always want to go ahead every year, get a summary of your benefits of the plan that you're on, and see if anything changed, see if you would like to actually um, update your plan. And you can always call your carrier and ask them for that, you know, summary of benefits of your plan. That way you can check to make sure nothing changed, and you know exactly what you have in your plan so you can use your benefits. Um, and after all, you are paying for it. So yes, take advantage and use your benefits and go see your doctor. So, Miss Gio, so let's see.
Yeah,
Um,
Veronica. So people should be watching for a letter from the Social Security, maybe 7 months before they turn 65.
Yes, they actually it starts anywhere between that period. It can be, at least 7 months prior, they start getting that letter. So start looking for that letter. And if you don't get it for whatever reason, go to your local Social Security office and start asking those questions.
Right.
You can, people can call 211, which is the number that you can call Social Security and set up an appointment when the time comes, and you can they can answer all your questions for you.
Now, when they get the letter and then they make the appointment, they have to go to the Social Security office and get signed up for the Medicare card, right?
That's correct. Well, it all depends. The because if you're working, if the person is working, you know and they have to go ahead and if they have insurance through their employer, they and their cover, they have to check with their employer, is that coverage compatible with Medicare. And those are the kind of questions that they can ask the Social Security or even their employer, so they can be informed. And the main thing again is knowing that they have coverage, because what happens is, if let's say you don't register, right,
Hmm.
after 65, then that's when after those 3 months, like we say, it was 7 months, correct? So if you have coverage, then you're okay. Some of those penalties would not apply. And that again is going and asking those questions with your HR department to make sure that their coverage or their insurance is compatible with the with Medicare, with
Okay,
Medicare.
so is Medicare mostly for people that is getting ready to retire off of the job? Because once they retire, they're not going to be covered by the jobs insurance anymore, right?
Actually, no. There's three reasons why a person can qualify or for Medicare. So after 65, is of course it's because you have worked your quarters, 40 quarters or 10 years, your Social Security. And then that is one of the qualifications. The second is if you're if you're let's say you have a disability, you know uh and those are the questions again. A disability also, it could be if you have a terminal illness also, depending on Lou Gehrig disease, and pretty much known like dialysis. But you need to actually again, is that's where you go to the Social Security office and ask him those questions, because
Okay.
you still go through an approval process. So those are the three reasons why a person can be eligible for Medicare.
Okay. Well, I got some other questions I want to ask you. Most people probably is going to want to know what is the Medicare supplement.
Okay. Medicare supplement. So when once you register, they mail you your Medicare card with your Part A and Part B. Okay. um that's when you're ready to enroll in the plan. So, and there's two options. You have your supplement. You If you want to go ahead and stay with the original Medicare, you have the you have to the only requirement is to get the supplemental for your medications. Okay, that's the only requirement. Now that person has 63 days to enroll in the plan. Pretty much, if they're gonna remain again in original Medicare, they're gonna go ahead and enroll for their supplemental for the medications. And at that time, also, they can buy a supplemental to cover that other 20% that Medicare doesn't cover, because Medicare only covers 80% of all the services.
Right.
Okay.
So this type of service is only offered to people like I, and it's probably a crazy question, but some people might want to know. It's just USA, right?
Um,
Yeah.
in the no, that's correct. Yes, it's only eligible, again, the requirements, again, you need to be a US citizen or a resident, okay, and be in the USA for at least 5 years, okay,
Oh,
vigilant in the
really?
state. Yes,
See,
that
I
is
didn't
correct.
know that. Oh, I didn't know that part,
Yes.
that you only have to be in the USA for 5 years to qualify for a Medicare supplement.
No,
Because,
no, it's actually for either for Medicare, period, for Medicare.
oh,
So
for
either
Medicare,
because the
period.
supplement, yes, the supplement is actually for the supplement is for it's two options, either a supplement, you still need to have part A and part B of Medicare,
Mhm.
okay, or an advantage plan. Those are the two options once
Oh,
you have your original Medicare card with your part A and part B.
right.
That is correct.
Okay, got
So
it. I
then after
understand
you,
that.
yes,
Yeah.
after you, because that's original Medicare. Your When you go and enroll and you have your card with your part A and part B, then the two options is you stay on original Medicare with a supplemental for your medications. That's the only requirement, or you choose an advantage plan. And of
And
course,
that,
for that, as agents, we go into details because everybody's needs are different, and for
mhm.
that, we schedule an appointment. I'm available at clinics in Houston. I'm actually just licensed here in Houston. um there's more agents that are actually do it all over the US, or they get their license in other states, but at this time I'm only licensed here in Texas.
Yes. So if you're listening to this and you live in Texas, Houston, Texas, Veronica is going to have her email and number. She's going to give it to me, and I'm going to put it down below. So if you are approaching your senior years, you should, I'm telling you, you should look for the number. If you're moving here and there like I did, every year you moving somewhere, make sure that how would they make sure that the Social Security can keep up with them though? If they move in, every 2 years they might move to a new apartment or something like that.
All I can do is recommend and tell anybody you meet, when they're about to reach that age, just tell them to go to the Social Security, and check into it, ask questions,
Okay.
start asking those questions. So yes, because those, and like we were talking about the penalties, those penalties, they're for life. It's not, yes, that you can go, and also to enroll is also certain periods also. So it's not like you can say, okay, well, I let me go right now. No, it doesn't work that way. There's periods of time where you can go and enroll. So those are the kind of questions, again, that you can tell others, just to go and ask those questions at the Social Security office.
Right. Also, and so I believe you just answered this question. How do you avoid paying penalties? You have to pay the penalties.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, there's penalties. And I'm sure other listeners that are listening to us, that this has happened, they can probably comment on Miss Gio's website, and that way everybody can see it, because I'm sure some of you, this has happened. So let others know, because it is real. It happens. So please, I cannot stress enough, for for people just to, or I tell people all the time, please go to the Social Security office, just ask those questions, start early, even if it's a year early, just call and ask questions, and that way when the time comes, you be ready, because it's a lot of information. It's a lot of information, uh to to original to do beforehand, and then after that is when a licensed agent can you can sit with one. Of course I will prefer be me, but yes, our our goal is to it show you and actually explain the plan in detail, everything, and then after that is really doing the follow up and calling, guiding you through the process. Things is just so important. It's very important for you to, again, know your plan in detail, and that is my plan. I help I support the my clients beyond enrollment, and then I'm up to date with the current plans, because we go through extensive certifications every year with all of the carriers, because they want to let us know about all the changes that for each year, because every year there's changes,
Yeah.
so we have to stay up to date with that information,
So
and
if a
so that way
person,
we're able. Yes.
yeah. So, so if a person is like 64 and they know that the next, they're getting ready to turn 65, could they just contact you and say, "Hey, Veronica, I'm getting ready to turn 65 in 7 months, and I need to know more about Medicare." Then you can guide them through and tell them exactly what to do.
Yes, yes, I can definitely guide them and tell them where to call to make an appointment, so they can ask those questions. I can There's some websites, and again, that they can go and start reading, um how to do the process. I recommend they go to the local Social Security office and ask those questions. But they nowadays, with the internet and uh all of that is also on a website where they can apply as
Hmm.
well. So they can, if they don't want to go to the Social Security office, they can call and ask the questions, but they can actually do all the applications online as well. But I always suggest for them to go to the Social Security office, just to make sure, just to make sure.
Yeah. Okay. So I can attest to Veronica's customer service. I mean, I met her, like I say, she really helped me get the right insurance that I needed for my health. And I want to thank you for that, Veronica. But one thing I want to say about her, she will call you. She will follow up two, three
I
times
will bug y'all.
to make
No, no,
sure.
no. I,
Really, no, she
it's
don't bug you. Let me just say this, Veronica. Let me give you this compliment. She is just good at what she does. And one of the things that makes me really love her is that she really cares about her clients. And that is why I'm sticking with her. And that is why I have her on this show. And if you live in Houston, Texas, y'all need to get with Veronica because she is very genuine. She's a precious child of God, and she will help you or direct you to where you need to go to make sure that you have all your health needs met. Ladies and gentlemen, that is who Veronica is. So, Veronica, I have another question for you. And that
Thank you, Miss
question
Jill.
is, you're welcome, you're welcome. How do you get dental and vision benefits after you have left your job and all of this? You applied for Medicare, you got the Medicare A and B, and that little red and white card. Do the dental and vision come with it too?
Well, on the it and again, for that is again, we have to kind of sit down and do a review for the people that are already register in a plan. Is actually there's no perfect plan, ladies and gentlemen, okay? We have to find a plan that is gonna better fit your needs. And yes, there's so many things with the different carriers, they're pretty much a lot of the things are gonna be similar. A lot of the benefits are similar. You have your of course, when you go see your primary care, that's covered pretty much. I mean, here in Texas. Now I don't know about the other states, so again, we're let me enforce that we're just talking here, the plans here in Texas. And then also so it's finding a plan that will better fit um the needs, because I have, what I when I go do a visit, there might be a husband and wife, and guess what, they're both different, because one might need dental this year, and another one might need vision. Okay, so then it's finding a plan that is gonna actually meet those needs for that year, and then we can suggest. But overall, they have to make the decision, right? We're,
Right.
they're the decision makers. And again, they're going to be the ones using the plan. So it's important that they know what's in the plan so they can take, advantage of those benefits
Yeah, we have
that the
a
plan offers.
Noni Mae's life is in the live stream chat, and she says, "I'm on Medicare Advantage. We went to a licensed Medicare agent to get the ball rolling, and so that is what Veronica does. That she will help you get the ball rolling when you start to approach your senior year. Don't wait till you get 66 and 67. Go when you're 64. Find a licensed agent to help you get the ball rolling. And if you live in Houston, it's Veronica for you. Okay? I'm going to have her number and her email down below. All you have to do is email her or call her. And Veronica will get back with you in the matter of 15 minutes or an hour. Let me tell you. Okay? And she is girl, she is good at what she does. She really is. And so I wanted to do this so that people would know about Medicare and don't wait. Because we all gonna be seniors. Okay, keep
Yes,
on
we're.
living.
I always, I approach people all the time. Meaning, like, when they people approach me or anything, I always tell them, "Well, we're headed that way." Yes, me too, included. So definitely, it's good to start learning early, so it doesn't get so overwhelming when the time
Right.
comes.
Right, because it is a lot of information. So if you're in your 50s, okay, child, look here, 60 can come so fast, and then before you know it, you 65. You know, hey, I can attest to that. All right, now I might not look it, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no. Yeah,
all
no,
right,
and a lot of the times I also tell people, that it doesn't necessarily mean that it's for them, but they can help a neighbor. They can help a friend or anybody they meet out there, and just pass on the information. So I don't ever miss an opportunity to educate somebody, and I just want to tell them and get the word out there, to so one person can tell another, and that person can tell somebody else, so that
right.
everybody can get the information out.
So, one more question, and then we're going to go ahead and end this. And you can summarize this in Spanish for me, okay? How do that?
Okay.
How do you get money on your Social Security check?
Uh, I'm sorry, repeat that question.
How do you get money on your Social Security check?
Uh-huh, uh-huh, okay. Well, those, some carriers offer that for some of the veterans, there's plans that actually also for that, veterans have actually where they can work in conjunction with the VA or TRICARE, and a Medicare Advantage, where they can have a private doctor also. But some of those plans actually offer those are called give back. Uh, and I suggest those plans are really for people that are healthy and that are just that they can actually take advantage of a give back plan maybe for a year, and those plans are available. So yes, definitely. When I sit down with you and I can explain and go over that in detail. But yes, there are plans like that as well that give you money. The insurance give you money back, and it's just like a savings, and they put it on your Social Security check. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, this is Veronica Guzman. She is a licensed insurance agent. She is qualified to tell you all about Medicare. I want to thank the people in the chat for coming. I'm going to go to the chat now and see. We got Miss Lynn's Cooking, Charlene Hill, Lilia Gargabite, Esil Chavez, a slice of forming Noni Mae's life was in the chat tonight. I want to thank you guys for coming and listening. And now Veronica is going to sum it up in Spanish for all the Spanish people that come to my that reviews my lives and my videos. Take it away, Veronica.
Buenas tardes a todos los oyentes del show de Miss Gio. Gracias. Pues, ha sido un honor contestar las preguntas que tenían, ¿verdad? Otra vez, yo soy una agente licenciada y me especializo en Medicare. Okay. Este, am, Estábamos hablando, ¿verdad? De cómo cuando se trata de Medicare, que son las preguntas más comunes, ¿verdad? Este, que es un Medicare suplemental, que son un Medicare Advantage, porque esos son los dos planes, las dos opciones una vez que se enrolan en Medicare, ¿verdad? Y obtienen su tarjetita con la parte A y la parte B. Las dos opciones es quedarse en un Medicare original o escoger un Medicare Advantage Plan, ¿ok? Que pasa muchas veces, ¿verdad? Que cuando ese tiempo llega, las personas tienen 7 meses, que son 3 meses antes, el mes que cumplen año y 3 meses después para ir y registrarse, empezar el proceso y registrarse en el Seguro Social. Y estamos diciendo que vayan al Seguro Social y se registren, porque si usted ha trabajado las 40 quarters que se le dice o 10 años su Seguro Social, ¿verdad? Um, entonces es elegible para sus beneficios, especialmente, ¿verdad? Si tiene también, hay requisitos, que tiene que ser residente, ciudadano, tiene que estar en el país vigente por 5 años. Muchas cosas también que, ¿verdad? Si hay veces la esposa no ha trabajado y se ha quedado en casa, si su esposo trabaja, los créditos de él le aplican a ella también. Entonces, todas esas preguntas pueden ir al Seguro Social y hacer esas preguntas. Yo soy licenciada aquí en el estado de Texas solamente. Este, y también, ¿verdad? Hay diferentes planes que ofrece, ¿verdad? Las compañías que tienen, que ofrecen los seguros de Medicare. Yo estoy unas clínicas, ¿verdad? Y me pueden visitar. Miss Gio va a poner la información en el chat y ustedes me pueden contactar por teléfono o también por correo electrónico y yo con gusto contestaré sus preguntas. Eh, Gracias otra vez y gracias a mi Gio por tenerme hoy. Les digo, venía a las carreras porque estaba trabajando and I'm just telling them that I was in a rush to get home to get on the chat because, as you know, in Texas, there's traffic everywhere, and it's
Yeah.
just you have to plan ahead, and it's always go, go, go.
Right. Well, Veronica, listen, I want to thank you so much for just taking out your precious time to come on and talk to my subscribers about Medicare. And most of the people that I meet here on YouTube are in retirement or thinking about being in retirement. And most of them have YouTube channels. So I'm going to promote this live, all the time so that people will be aware of what they need to do when they get to the age, where it is time to get their Medicare card or just apply for it. So I want to thank you so much, Veronica. I really, really appreciate you coming. I want to thank everybody in the chat for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have come to the end of our live. Veronica, just stay right here and I will play the motivational song. And we will see you guys on the next video that me and Veronica does. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye.